Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. There's the handoff. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And now a third down, the opening drive of this championship game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looking to throw. It's Punga. The receiver makes the catch. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup. You want to get the ball out to your receiver. Hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But, man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's stopping out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down, sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to pass. It's Punga. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. They beat the blitz there, but the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight, was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first. Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defense.
No stopping him on that one. Touchdown. Bam. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play.
Yeah, they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Punga. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. Good enough for first down yardage. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to...
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's a...
Hold on here, a second, the replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the rule on the field right the first time. They confirmed it with the review. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking tackles and going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to chuck it again. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on second and long.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
You make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down. About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Takes it all the way back for pick six. Touchdown, Alabama.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. No huddle here for the offense.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball,
swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. A sack sets up the second down and very long.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Oh, the ball is out. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff here from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Punga. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown. Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And it just gets back to the line of scrimmage as the time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. to get the second half underway. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The first play of the third quarter is a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a point. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. It makes it now 2nd down and 14.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big...
Got a man! Catch made! Big play! And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown! Bama! No chance to catch him there. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30. The gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback gets it out quickly. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Can he make it to the marker? And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for it.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. Tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Gives it to the back. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the 3rd. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll hand it off. Powering through the defender. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They have struggled big time in the red zone so far. Can they punch it in here? 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And here's the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A play action, looking to throw. Who makes the grab? 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
They'll try to run for the first down. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Pass complete on a crosser. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's a To keep her all the way in a really solid game, Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, with a guy like this, as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his legs. If this offense is smart, run this guy maybe 8 to 10 times a game because it puts so much pressure on the opposing defense. That was a great play.